نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه وبعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما آمين يا رب العالمين. Welcome to a study of شرح ملحة الإعراب شرح ملحة الإعراب and Alhamdulillah we have started this beautiful poem as the name is uh, uh, you know that mulha means that something which is beautiful, something that when you see it you will love it. Means mulhatul arab is such a beautiful poem that you are going to love it when you read it, when you learn it. Alhamdulillah. So the beauty of mulhatul arab is that we are learning the rules of Arabic grammar, but in a very beautiful, in a very poetic way. So this is a very beautiful poem written by Imam Al-Hariri, Rahimullah, and Alhamdulillah. So far, we have covered the Muqaddimah about the poet and the poem and so far, we have covered the Bab, Al-Kalam, and Al-Isim, and inshallah, today we are going to start Bab Al-Fail. So here, inshallah, we are going to start it. uh, okay, first I will read the poem, inshallah, and I'm going to share the screen, the poem with you, inshallah. I hope you all can see the screen. Here is Mulhatul Irab by Imam Al-Hariri Al-Basri. We are inshallah starting from Al-Muqaddimah. Okay. Uh, there are actually, I wanted to mention it last time, but I forgot to mention that there are two texts for this Mulhatul Irab. The text that I am showing you, it has Wabaduhu in its third line, but the text from which I am reading, it doesn't have Baduhu. And just like that, there are some words which are missing in this text, and they are present in the other text. And just like that, so don't get confused if I forgot or if I forget to read a certain word from this poem. Inshallah, the PDF will are already shared. Both the PDFs for this Mulatul Arab is shared in the comments, so you can download this beautiful poem, and both the texts are given there. Alhamdulillah. So let's start. Bismillah. أقول من بعد افتتاح القول بحمد ذي الطول شديد الحول فافتد السلام على النبي سيد الأنام وآله الأطهار خير آلي فافهم كلامي واستمع مقالي يا سائلي عن الكلام منتزم هدا ونوى وإلى كم ينقسم اسم هديت الرشد ما أقول فافهمه فهم من له معقول. Bab al-Kalam. Okay, I want to mention one more thing here that this Bab al Kalam and Bab al Ism and just like that Bab al Fail, these headings are not given by Imam al Hariri. This is given by someone who wrote down this poem later after Imam al Hariri, and that person has just given the title to each bab here. Otherwise, the Imam Hariri has written it without these titles. All right. So, Bab al Kalam, حد الكلام ما أفاد المستمع له سعى زيد وأمر متبع ونوعه الذي عليه يبنى اسم وفعل ثم حرف معنى فالاسم ما يدخله من وإلى أو كان مجرورا بحتى وعلى مثاله زيد وخيل وغنم وزع وأنت والذي ومن وكم والفعل ما يدخل قد والسين عليه مثل بان أو يبين ولاحقته تاء من يحدث كقولهم في ليس لست أنفس أو كان أمرا ذا اشتقاق له. Okay, here is another mistake. Oh, okay, that's right. ذا اشتقاق له قل ومثله أدخل وانبسط واشرب وكل. Alhamdulillah. So this is our Bab al Fail, and inshallah we are going to start with Bab al Fail today. And just to be noted here that this Bab al Fail is just about the Alamat al Fail. In Imam al Hariri is going to discuss the rules for al Fail and the types of fail later in the in other section, but here he is just giving us the alamat for al-fail. These are not the rules for fail. These are just to find out how to recognize a fail while you are reading a book or your Musaf, your Quran. So this is these are just the signs for al-fail. Okay, so let's start inshallah. Okay, so this is see this just like that. We learned about in Bab al Isim about the signs of Isim. So in the same way, Imam al Hariri is telling us just the alamat of al Fail. Like for alama to find an isim are the tanween and the jar while it is in the mudafa in idafa construction, and when it is attached with or al is in the beginning of a word, that is our isim, and the dukhul of our jar in any kalima. So these were the alamat for isim. In the same way, in Bab al-Fail, Imam al-Hariri is telling us about the alamat of al-Fail. So let's start inshallah. So what are the alamat al-fail? How can we recognize a fail? So Imam al-Hariri has given us four signs for actually there he has just given us three signs. One I have added here, this lam. Okay, he has just given us these three signs: the whole qad, دخول of seen or sofa, دخول ta mutakallim. He has given us these three signs, and this one I have added just to add more alamat that we can see in a fan. So these are the four signs. Let's see. Okay, so the first sign is the whole adkad means when you can see a kad can enter or kad can be included in a word that will be a fail. As we know that we have learned about the signs of an isim, and we know that in an isim we cannot add kad. So kad And these all these qad and seen or sofa, we are going to cover it, and we are covering them, these all topics in our in the study of Nahu in our FL section. So here we are just going through or having a quick revision for what are the alamat al fail according to the ash'ar, or according to the bayt that are given by Imam al-Hariri. So the whole qad means any word in which we can write qad before it, it will be a fail. So how would we know when we can add the sign like this cud or seat or sofa, that it works for a word? So it can be through translation for the beginners, and those who know little about Arabic language, those who have learned about something about ism and fail, they know how what are the alamat of fail, what are the alamat of ism, so they know that a qad cannot enter or cannot be written with asma. So here you can see that in a word in which we can add qad, that will be our fail. And qad can be used with fail madi and with fail mudare, with both. You can see in the example qad zahaba and qad yazhab. So here you can see that we can add qad inside a fail madi and a fail mudare. قد ذهب أي and قد يذهب. So these are the two main signs for فعل ماضي and فعل مضارع. To find a فعل, if in a word you can add قد before it or in the beginning, that means that word is your فعل. This is the first alama of finding a فعل in a sentence. Let's see the second side. دخول السين or sofa. دخول السين or sofa. Some ulama said that there is no difference between a seen and sofa, but some ulama said that seen is used for near future, and this sofa is used for the far future. So as you can see that now this scene and sofa can only be used with فعل مضارع, with a present tense. It can only be used with فعل مضارع. This is our second sign that to find a fail, that we can add scene or sofa with a word, and that word will be a fail. And it only works with فعل مضارع. It only works with فعل مضارع. سأذهب سوف أذهب, right? So see this فعل مضارع فعل مضارع. سأذهب and سوف أذهب, like this. أذهب سأذهب سوف أذهب. Okay, this was our second sign, دخول السين أو سوف. This is the second sign for finding a فعل. Okay, so here in the bayt, it's written والفعل ما يدخل قد وسين عليه مثل بان أو يبين. بان أو يبين. So بان أو يبين, it means to clear, to be something is clear. So بان is فعل ماضي, and yabinu is a فعل مضارع, and these are the signs for uh, kad, because bana is فعل ماضي and yabinu is فعل مضارع, and we know that we cannot write the seen was sofa with bana and yabinu, because it is we have this bana, and we know that that is the past tense, and seen and sofa only works with the present tense. So it is for qad. Qad bana or qad yabiru. So that means we can add qad in these two fa'le madi and fa'le mudare. And this bana yabiru is from the root letters ba, ya, and noon. Ba, ya, and noon. Okay, so this was the second sign for finding the fail. It is the second alama for a fail. Uh, this is a third sign, but this is not mentioned in the Imam al-Hariri's Mulhatul Arab. This is the alam, the whole lam. Lam can only enter or lam can only come before a fa'li mudari. Lam azhab ilal bayt. Lam azhab ilal bayt. So it can only come with a fi'l mudari. Any word that can in which we can add lam before it, that is a fi'l. This is the third alama for finding a fi'l in a sentence, and it only works with fi'l mudari. Okay, so the last sign is or the last alama for finding a fail is the whole ta mutakallim. It is written here in the share. Oh la hikatu ta man yuhaddisu. Man yuhaddis. Ta man yuhaddis. Here Imam al-Hariri meant ta mutakallim. Ta mutakallim. Or in general, we can say that it is a ta al-fa'il. It is a ta al-fa'il. Means for ta al-fa'il and ta mutakallim, we can add here in general, we can say this is also the alama of finding a fail that that ta can enter in a word. Like here, ta mutakallim, we know that it only works with fail madi, zahabtu, kharajtu, lastu. These are all examples of fi'l madi, and this is ta mutakallim. And for ta file, which is not mentioned in the poem, the ta file, we know that anta zahabta, anti zahabti, antuma zahabtuma, and antum zahabtum, antuna zahabtunna. These are all also the alamat in general for ta al file to finding a fail. So, but it only works well with fail Madi. Alhamdulillah. So we learned about the four signs of the finding a fail. So here the example is أولى هكته طعم يحدث كقولهم في ليس لست أنفس. And I mentioned you that this Mulhatul I'rab, mostly the examples are not given, but if they are mentioned, the first shatr of the bayt, and I already told you about what is a bayt. The right side line is shatr 1, the left side is shatr 2, and they both combine to make one bayt. So the first shutter is mostly the rule. The second shutter of a bed is the are the examples. So here the example is the كقولهم في ليس لست أنفس. So كقوله في ليس means in ليس it is lastu. Most of the grammarian or the scholar says the Nahwiyin said that ليس is not a fail because it has not the full properties of the fail. But here we can see in Laysa we can use lastu, so that means ta mutakallim can be added in this, and this is a sign of a fail. So anfusu anfusu, this word is from nafasa yanfusu. So this meaning is to blow, just like in the ayat min sharri nafasati, min sharri from the shar of the nafasat, from the shar of those who blow, to blow. And this is kind of excelling with a little saliva, like we most of us like we do after we have a sometimes we have a nightmare and we get up and we just do the exhaling, or we blow with a little saliva. So it is just like milshar and nafasati. Anfusu means to blow. It is from nafasa yanfusu. Alhamdulillah. So these are the four signs or the four alamat to find fail in a sentence. Alhamdulillah. So the next line, the last line for today in Bab al-Fail is أو كان أمرا ذا اشتقاق له كل ومثله ادخل وانبسط واشرب وكل. So here this line is about the last line in this bait in Bab al-Fail is about Fail Amr, is about the alamat for Fail Amr. We learn about the four signs for finding Fail, but here the last line is about Fail Amr, and here are these two signs which Imam Hariri has told us. وَكَانَ أَمْرًا ذَا اشْتِقَاقٍ لَهُ كُلٌّ وَمِثْلُهُ أُدْخُلْ وَانبسط وَاشْرَبْ وَكُلْ. So here he's telling us about two signs. He's telling us about two signs. So let's see what are these two signs. Alamat fil amr. أن يدل على الأمر and أن يكون مشتقا من فعل. Means the first sign is there is a meaning of amr. There is a meaning of command. And the second sign is the word, the fail amr must be derived from a fail. Must be derived from a fail. مشتقا. أن يكون مشتقا من فعل means it must be derived from a fail. So there are two signs for finding alamat for finding amr. And first there should be the meaning of command, and it should be derived from a fail. So what did Imam al-Hariri mean by this, by mentioning these two signs? So let's see. Inshallah. First, just see here that he said that Okar Amran. We know that when we look at kul, for example, we are taking a word kul. When we look at kul, there are two words, two things inside it. Okay, so there is a meaning of imperative, or there is a meaning of command. There is a meaning of amr, kul, right? This is the first thing. Okay, and we know that this kul is from the fi'l qala. Who know that this kul, this command is from qala, and here he has mentioned that fi'l amr must be derived from a fi'l. So we know that from kul is from the verb qala, from the past tense qala, kul. Okay, so what does he meant by mentioning these two signs? Uh, we know that to decide a word, if it is fa'il amr, we have to look for two signs, that it should be amr and it should be ishtiqaq. It should be ishtiqaq. Ishtiqaq means it should be derived from and derived from a verb. But mostly it is uh, assumed that or it is taken as that masdar, like zahab is a masdar here. So masdar is the origin of any word. So it is the masdar from which all the words are taken, or it is like the base word. It is the source word from which all the words are formed. But it is also said that fail can be also a verb from which we can at least make fail amr. So here you can see ishtiqaq. Ishtiqaq means to drive, to split apart. Means it is you can see that it is from ishtaqqa yashtaqu al-ishtiqaq fahuwa mushtaqun. So these all words are, you can see here one example. Zahaba, Zahib, Izhab, Yazhab, Mazhab, Azhab, Zahib. These are all words They are all mushtaq. They are all mushtaq because they we have done اشتقاق on them. We have done derivation on them. And we learned it in our surf studies that there are only two types of words that can be they can be on which the surf can work. The mushtaq words from afal and asma, few of the asma. So mushtaq means to the derived word. So the source is zahab, which is the source that make you from which you have made something from it. That is our source. That is our masdar. And these are all words from the root letter za, ha, and ba. So these are all mushtaq words, right? So and we can see that kul is from kala. That means it is also derived, but there are few asma. There are few asma that gives the meaning of fail amr. That gives the meaning of fail amr. They are in between an ism and a fail and work as a command. They work as a command. They cannot be conjugated because you cannot do ishtiqaq on them because they are not mushtaq and there is no ishtiqaq in them. Hence, they are not considered as fail amr. That is why they are not considered as fail amr because when we see them, we understand the meaning of amr. We know that they are fail amr, they are some kind of command. But as they are not derived, as they are not mushtaq, they are not derived from any verb or masdar, they are considered as ism fail. So these are all isim fail that have only one quality of fail and one quality of isim. Okay, one of this is we have normally heard this word hayya ala salat. Hayya ala salat. So this word is isim fail. This is not a command. This is not our fail amr because it is not mushtaq. It is we have not derived it from any word. It is not no ishtiqaq is done on it. So it is isim fail. Here is another word, sah. Sah in the meaning of uskut. Uskut means silent, means be silent, means silence. It is also a ism fa'il. Like sah ya Zaid means uskut, quiet, silent, ya Zaid. And how we are going to do the i'rab. The normal, we know that the normal fail amr, how to do the i'rab for it, but for ism fail amr, how we are going to write it? We will write it ism fail amr mabni ala sukoon. Mabni ala sukoon. Hayya, hayya, it is not mabni al fatha, but for sah, how we are going to write the i'rab for this sah. مبني على السكون بمعنى اسكت بمعنى اسكت والفاعل ضمير مستتر تقديره أنت. Alright, similar to that, but here addition is a ism because it has only one quality of فعل. Okay, and that is falam, and that is our command. But it is because it is not, we have done no ishtaqaq on it because they are not mushtaq. That is why they are called ism fail amr. Just like there is another word udkhul. Okay, udkhul is how we are going to write the i'rab for udkhul. We know that it is from dakhala yadkhulu. So it is فعل أمر مبني على السكون الفاعل ضمير مستتر تقديره أنت. So it is فعل أمر مبني على السكون udkhul. But what about صح? It is اسم فعل أمر مبني على السكون. Alhamdulillah. So we can say that ism fa'al has two features. Uh, one is asma and the other is afal. And it works like fa'al, but it's not mushtaq. And thus they are considered as ism fa'al. Alhamdulillah. So that is why Imam Hariri has told us that to find فعل أمر, we should look for two signs. We should look for two signs. What are those two signs? Here, there should be a meaning of amr, and it should be derived from a masdar, or we can say it should be derived from a fi'l, right? Alhamdulillah. So these were the alamat we learned for fi'l amr, and we also did for alamat for fi'l, the four signs for finding fi'l, and this is it. Now we are going to look at uh, the example in the بيت وكان أمرا ذا اشتقاق له كل ومثله أدخل وانبسط واشرب وكل. So we can see that here he has given us the signs for uh, فعل أمر, not اسم فعل أمر. أدخل وانبسط واشرب وكل, they are all the signs of, or they are all the words فعل أمر, and we know that this أدخل هذا فعل أمر من الفعل دخل, and this وانبسط هذا من فعل this is also فعل أمر from انبسط, the فعل انبسط. And what about this واشرب, واشرب هذا فعل أمر من الفعل شرب, and وكل, وكل هذا فعل أمر من الفعل أكل, من الفعل أكل. Okay, alhamdulillah. So أدخل من الفعل دخل, وانبسط من الفعل انبسط, واشرب من الفعل شرب, and وكل من الفعل أكل. Alhamdulillah. So we are done with our three bed from Bab Fel, the line 10th, 11th, and the 12th. Alhamdulillah. So we did alamat for Fel, we did alamat for finding Fel Amr, and Alhamdulillah, we are next from in the next class we will continue with our Bab al-Harf, inshallah. So see you all in the next session. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.